She like my fashion, I put on strings like Richie Valens. You the baddest, I'ma talk them red, no salad. Send the address, I pull up that fantastic. I can't leave you alone, no. You the only girl who get to stay until the morning. No cap. D-Make came in, I must better tell me on the phone.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Milwaukee Brewers and the New York Mets. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Steven Matz gets the starting nod for the Mets. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The center fielder, number 6.
First pitch on its way. Drilled on the ground is short. Rosario's got it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting second, the third baseman, Brock Holt.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the versatile utility man, Brock Holt. Now here's the pitch. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I always felt like these were huge games, whether it's earlier in the season or later in the season, to find a way to get to 500. You feel like you can start fresh and start pushing in a different direction. You cannot continue to ride that seesaw of win one, lose one. This team has to get hot. Starts today.
Standing in, Christian Yelich. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summersgill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know what, Dan? I'm always baffled when Eric Summersgill's behind the dish because he has a tendency to favor one side of the plate.
You know, that's one of the things I think pitchers get a little bit frustrated with the E-train at times. It's like, hey, if you're going to give me that inside quarter, give it to me, but don't keep moving the dish around on me all game.
Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at-bat. One might be coming right here.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Nimmo, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. And now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Freddie Peralta starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, in this day and age where we're used to seeing a lot of home runs and pitchers not going very deep in a game, how about this guy? ERA in the low 1s. That's not an easy thing to do. He can strike people out, but he can also get them out via the ground ball, the fly ball. Judging by his stats this year, he is having a ridiculously good season up to this point.
Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Hey, Matty, yeah, it's been a tough series so far, D-Roll. They've lost the first 2 nail-biters, 2 close games, low-scoring games. They'd like to turn that fortune around here today.
Yeah, but from a manager's perspective, Dan, all you can ask for is effort, and that's what this team's given them. They took it on the chin. First 2 games, 1-run losses. They'll bounce back today.
And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Nimmo with an even count of 2-2 now.
Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. And he popped him up. Holt in foul ground, but this will land untouched. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty. 2-2. Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. High in the air into shallow left center. Garcia comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2.
Batting third, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. First offering on its way.
Inside, ball 1.
Wouldn't mind a pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against them.
The 1-0. To 1-2 now. Here it comes. Still 1-2.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Mets turned away here in the first. We'll head to the second at Citi Field. 0-0 here on the show. So here is Avisail Garcia. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. You'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
This thing stays in the park, but let me tell you something. He absolutely crushed this thing. This park is no bandbox. It takes a lot to get one out of here, and he almost does it. It carried a long time and hit it halfway up the wall for a long double.
Here's Jed Jerko now, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
Has a look, now the pitch.
Count 1-0.
Garcia stands at second with no outs. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this will wind up being a foul ball. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Lifetime numbers against Steven Matz. He's 0 for 8. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. Garcia rounds the corner and is headed home. And the run will score as the Brewers are off to an early 1-0 lead.
Back-to-back doubles now, and that's a great way to get an inning going. The leadoff man shows him how it's done, and he comes right behind him following suit, lacing a double of his own. Could be a big inning if this continues.
Here's Eric Sogard. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And that catches the outside edge, 1-1.
Ball, 1 strike.
Hit weakly back to the mound. And there's one away.
That is 7. The catcher, number 9, Manny Pena.
Stepping in, Manny Pena, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. First pitch on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. The count is 2-2 to the Brewers catcher. Runner at second here with one man out. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. Orlando Arcia, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
2 out here and a runner at second. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
You can see that this wasn't that difficult to play as it headed up the middle, but it might have taken a funny hop there, and he couldn't make the play on it.
Now batting, Freddie Peralta. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. Here's the first pitch to him.
1-0.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
The set and the 2-1 to 2-2 now.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. He struck him out. In and out of trouble as the inning is over. Brewers get a run on the RBI double. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 1-0 Milwaukee. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Michael Conforto. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Now here it comes. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Looking at his career totals, Cespedes hits a little over the 270 mark. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Kane is after it. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Batting fifth, the second baseman,
Robinson Cano the next to dig in. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Cano is in Don't You Know, part of his New York nickname days. This is the first year of his new 4-year contract. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 is laid off of for ball number 3.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
Into his motion, here comes the 3-1. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
The 3-2 pitch. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he fouls this one off. And he loses him on a breaking ball.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos, man at first after the 2-out walk. From the belt, kicks and deals. In there, 0-1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
0-1, here it comes. Liner toward right center, and that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
That'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. And he popped him up. And that's going to hop over the wall for a ground rule double, but it won't matter much as they'll take the lead anyway.
There's an interesting play right there. Base open. They elect to pitch to him. And what does he do? He hits a ground rule double, which forces the run from second and third to come in to score.
So now to the plate, Steven Matz. That's in there. Base hit. Rosario rounds third and is digging for the plate. He comes across to score. As they extend the lead a bit, it's now a 3-1 game.
Boy, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, D-Roy. You're facing the opposing pitcher, and you give up a 2-out RBI.
I got to believe he's contemplating retirement. A 2-out knock given up to the opposing pitcher.
Listen, as a pitcher, you hate to give up base hits, but you doubly hate to give up base hits to the opposing pitcher.
So here's Brandon Nimmo as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. And he pops it up. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And Jerko will make the catch here, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits here. No errors and a couple of men left. We've played 2 full. The Mets lead it 3-1. Now at the plate, Lorenzo Cain. He'll start things out here with his guys down a pair as we begin the third.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race. Here's Brock Holt now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Christian Yelich.
So 2 away in the Brewers half of the third. And that'll bring up Christian Yelich. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
That's to the left and foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1.
Ball, that's low.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
The left fielder, number 24, Avisaíl. Garcia.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Avisail Garcia. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Now a throw over. A dive, but he's back. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. And the throw to first ends the inning. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Mets are out on top, 3-1. Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there, strike 1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
I think getting the leadoff man in every inning is important as a pitcher. When you're coming off an inning that you really labored through, it makes all the difference mentally.
The 1-2. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that'll get down out there near the wall. The relay, and he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
The right fielder.
So it's always daunting to know that you've got to deal with the 3, 4, 5 hitters to start out an inning, but even more so when the 3 hitter starts it out with a double.
Yeah, he's going to have to start making some good pitches to get out of this thing. Job number 1 is to get the next guy, and ideally you keep him from advancing the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
Standing in now, Michael Conforto, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike.
Clearly staying away from him in this at bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
That strikeout was all about setting the hitter up with hard stuff. You can see the first 3 pitches are coming in fast, and then he slows it down on the 4th pitch, knowing the hitter is sort of conditioned for the hard stuff. Yet another way to upset a hitter's timing.
So here's Yoenis Cespedes as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. There's a ball low. He misses with a changeup.
Boy, this is one of those tricky spots for a pitcher, right? You have an open base, but you have a guy on deck that could do a lot of damage. Not a good spot to be in if you're a pitcher right now.
And that catches the outside corner. It's 2-1.
You can bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
Now the 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Yelich is under it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Second baseman.
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone, and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. Cano waits on the first pitch.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
3rd inning here. 3-1 our score. 2 balls and no strikes to Robinson Cano here.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
From the stretch.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And Cano out in front of it as he pulls this one foul into the seats down the right side. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Well, some might say a walk there is okay because you've got first base open, but he's been struggling out there. And if you're going to work around hitters, you don't want to work around hitters in the bottom of the lineup.
So 2 on with 2 away, and next is the catcher Wilson Ramos. He's set, and the pitch.
1-0.
2 down, runners at first and second. Lifted in the air out to left field. Garcia on the run. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 2 left for the Mets, and it's still 3-1. All set for the start of the 4th. Striding into the box, Jed Jerko. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
No balls and a strike to count. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. This one's down to third. Reined in. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The batter number 7, second baseman, Eric Sogard.
Settling in now, Eric Sogard. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First offering on its way. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Three to 1 is our score here in inning number 4. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Now the 2-0. Hit on the ground to short. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The batter.
So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And as you see there, just 1 mile an hour separating these 2 arms so far. 96 on one hand, 95 on the other. Digging in to try it again, Manny Pena. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
Strike 1 to start the at bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Hit on the ground out to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Gone in order are the Brewers. Score holds. It's 3-1. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said he's been really happy with how many balls they've hit hard and on a line. Looking at the numbers, they've had 7 total line drives. And even though some of those have resulted in outs, he says it's that kind of consistent contact that leads to W's in the standings.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Digging in for his second at-bat, Ahmed Rosario. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
High and deep down the left field line. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. A 3-ball, 1-strike count to the Mets shortstop.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
In now, Steven Matz, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1. Three runs, 5 hits, 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. Now a move over to first, and he's back in standing. And they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down. To second for 1, on to first to complete the double play.
Oh, that's the last thing you want to happen when you're trying to bunt a guy into scoring position. He got it down, but you have to deaden the ball too. Otherwise, these infielders just eat it up and turn it into a double play.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. First pitch of the at-bat. Line toward the gap in left center. Garcia is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Mets go down quickly, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And one thing he stressed to me is the need for them to have more competitive at-bats the rest of the game. He told me he can't recall many times where they've been able to get to a full count today. And while that's not always a necessity for success, they've clearly had their struggles today. especially when it comes to making things difficult on the opposing pitching.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading off from Milwaukee.
Stepping into the box, Orlando Arcia. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning. Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Ready with the 0-2. Popped up. Back behind second. And there to take this one in is Cano for the first out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Freddie Peralta.
Digging in, Freddie Peralta. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Now the pitch. A 1 pitch on its way. Three to 1 our score as we play inning number 5. And this pitch is foul tip right into the glove of Ramos as he stays with it to record the strikeout. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the center fielder Lorenzo Cain. First pitch on its way. Hit out towards second. And the off-balance throw is right there for the third out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They still trail it here 3-1. Digging in once again, Jeff McNeil. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Number 6.
First delivery to him on the way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Action in that Milwaukee bullpen now as a left-hander started to throw out there. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But a foul ball, 1-1. Now here it comes. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
The 1-2. High and deep to straightaway right. Yelich going back, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Mets open things up here. It's now 4-1.
That's what I love about baseball. The pitch before, he looked absolutely foolish, but he gathered himself, stayed with the plan, and the next pitch he goes yard. Every pitch is another chance.
Now the Brewers manager's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll leave after working just 4 innings, and this was not the kind of start he was looking for, I'm quite sure. J.P. Fireisen, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound.
Number 76, J.P. Fireisen. Now batting, the first baseman.
So here's Pete Alonso. Down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Now the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Final line there for the Brewers starting pitcher, and clearly he was off his game this evening.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit sharply on the ground, and that's through for a hit.
Hey, not an easy thing to do right there, D-Row, with that stacked infield on the right side. To hit it through where the shift is, have to hit that in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, he found a good result right there, Dan. Pitcher actually executed right there. Got him to hit it where he wanted to. Put good barrel, good contact on that ball, and was able to find the hole.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
You know, Matt, and every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Matz betting order.
From the stretch.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Yelich is after it. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The batter number 24, second baseman.
So Robinson Cano will grab a bat next. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a little dribbler here off to the right side of the mound. The throw is up the line as it gets away. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First offering on its way. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Ramos has a batting line residing in the 290s, looking to boost that even higher here. The 0-1 offering.
1-1.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. But the Mets are able to tack on one thanks to the solo homer. Through 5 innings, it's now a 4-1 Mets lead.
Digging in now for the Brewers, Brock Holt. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
0-1.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Yanked fouled off to the right. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hot shot down the line, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Ground ball right side. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Christian Yelich.
Striding in once again, Christian Yelich. It was a walk in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
1 run, 2 hits, 1 error thus far in the game for Milwaukee. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
Hit to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The left fielder, number 24, Garcia.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Avisail Garcia. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First delivery to him on the way.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
0-1, here's the pitch. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers. They trail it 4-1. Bottom of the inning now. Ready once again, Ahmed Rosario. It was a walk in his last trip.
Shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
First delivery to him on the way. Now the 0-1.
Ball up there. Hey.
Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded by Sogard. And there's one down now.
Now batting, the pitcher, Steven.
Next for the Mets, Steven Matz. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
That's a ball. Counts 1-0.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike. 6th inning. 4-1 is our score. Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes. Now a swing and a ball foul tipped straight into the catcher's glove as he's able to hold on for the second out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. 0-1 count. Here it comes.
4-1.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kane is camped under this one. And that will retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3 as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Seventh inning ready to roll. Into the box now, Jed Jerko. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Jed Jerko.
First pitch on its way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
Jerko in front, 2 balls and no strikes. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Three and 0 now. The pitch. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And that'll bring in utility man extraordinaire Eric Sogard. From the stretch. Hit on the ground out to short. And that's through for a base hit.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, Dero. He's turning April showers into May howlers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving him.
On its way is pitch number 75.
Hey, this guy's been throwing a gem so far. We're moving on later into this game, and he's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
Comes set and the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Boy, the Brewers haven't done much up to this point. They need to get something going, and they need to get it going right now.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Wow, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit, right? That good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
Into the box now, Orlando Arcia, as the first pitch sinker misses to him. It's ball 1. No hits to this point. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. That one is out of here. This game is tied. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. First home run of the campaign for him, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
And some guys just have a knack for the dramatic. He comes up in a big spot and just cranks one out of here to even the score. Not a bad time to hit your first homer of the year, huh?
Now here comes the Mets skipper on his way toward the mound.
And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. Won't get a decision in this one, but except for a few mistakes, he pitched pretty well here this evening. Robert Gesellman comes on to pitch here with one man gone in the top of the 7th.
Number 65, Robert Gesellman.
Ben Gamble will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
16, Ben Gamble.
Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
3 runs already home here. Count now to 2 balls and a strike to Ben Gamble.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Now a slider well off the plate, an easy take there.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This one's down to third. Oh, terrible bounce, and it goes right by him. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
The center fielder, number 6, Lorenzo Cain.
Digging in, Lorenzo Cain. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. A tag for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen,
But 3 in the inning for the Brewers on the strength of this 3-run home run. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. All even now at 4 apiece. Alex Claudio gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Alex Claudio.
Last half of the 7th here. So here's Jeff McNeil. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Goes to show you how strong this guy is. That wasn't a bad breaking ball that he hit for a home run in that last at bat. That ball was down and away. He went out and hooked it and pulled it. This guy's definitely a good hitter.
Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
Now back, first baseman, Pete Alonso.
So coming to the plate, Pete Alonso. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Grounded straight into the shift on the left side. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealing in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
In now, Michael Conforto, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. He struck him out, the third time he's fanned in the game.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Yoenis Cespedes striding in next, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Set to deliver the 0-1. Strike called. Tough to do much with that one.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Line to the right side. In there, a base hit. And that's going to move that go-ahead run to second now with 2 gone.
Hey, guys, right there, you look for weaknesses. Can a guy come in? Can he command in? Obviously not the case in this situation. He went to the well outside half 3 times, and eventually the batter made a nice adjustment.
Here's Robbie Cano now, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Comes set, the 0-1. All knotted up, 4-4 the score here in the 7th. Skied into straightaway right. Yelich on the move. And he brings it down to end the inning as the go-ahead run is left stranded. 2 left for the Mets. Still all square at 4 apiece. Jerry Spamiglia has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 27, Jerry Spamiglia.
Ready to begin the 8th. Now to the plate, Brock Holt. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First offering on its way. There's the sinker to start him out, missing down and away for ball 1. Look out, 2-0 now.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Falls behind in the count, 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
Here he comes on 2-0. Waiting next, there's Christian Yelich. Here it comes, the 3-0.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher. But if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
The 3-1 pitch. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Wow, you know he's not happy with that call. When it crossed the plate, it sure looked like a strike to me. Seemed to catch a ton of the plate. That's a tough way to give up a walk, but he's got to put it behind him now.
In is Christian Yelich. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
1-0.
Hey, this one's tied late in the game. As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there 1-0.
From the belt, kicks and deals. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
The 1-1. Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Got him. Tie ball game. 4-4 the score as we give you a look there at the starter comparison to see how the numbers match up for the two starting pitchers. So a runner at first now with one away, and that'll bring up Avisail Garcia. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. The 1-0 home. Hit back up the middle. To second, there's Cano. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. None left for Milwaukee. Score remains tied at 4. Corey Knebel is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 46, Corey Knebel.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. Stepping in, Wilson Ramos. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
And you can live with punching out with the bases empty, but in his last at-bat with 2 runners in scoring position, you cannot go down not putting the ball in play. Too much on the line, too many ribby opportunities out there to swing and miss in that spot.
Two balls and no strikes to Ramos. Now the 2-0.
3-0.
You see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. The 3-0 pitch. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
And you can tell by his body language that he's beyond frustrated by that call. He's got to be wondering what he's got to do, but the last thing he needs to do is to let it get under his skin. That will only make things worse.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And up next will be the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario. From the belt, the pitch. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. It's fouled away. One and two, here it comes.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Still 2-2. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Man, that's going to drive the manager insane. He loses control of his release point, and now the go-ahead run moves 90 feet closer to scoring. He's going to have to make some good pitches now to get out of this.
J.D. Davis will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 28, J.D. Davis.
There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. You see the average starting play at .318. 1 home run and 6 RBIs. Two balls and no strikes.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
And that misses for ball 4, so the potential go-ahead run moves over to third now.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
So a big spot here. Bases loaded, nobody out. And ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Nimmo has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. Here comes the 0-1. His eyes lit up on that one above the zone, but he comes up empty.
The offensive approach here is simple. You know the pitcher's going for the K, so set your sights middle of the plate. And then don't worry about the infielders. They're so close, hard contact is a guaranteed ribby.
Now a fly ball, but far too shallow to get that run in. Garcia has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And the throw comes in, and they will not try sending him as that go-ahead run remains at third with 1 away now. At the plate, Jeff McNeil. He was a ground-out victim last time up. He's set. Here it comes. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. We're in the 8th inning now of a 4-4 ball game. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Fouled off. The 0-2 once more.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. The double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Gotta love a late rally, and listen to this crowd now. They are really into this.
As a look, now the pitch. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and a big out there as the go-ahead run stays at third with 2 gone now.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
At the plate now, Pete Alonso. And she'll take a look at ball 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. The set and the 1-0. Fouled away. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Hey, this is a huge pitch right here. It would be demoralizing to watch this inning slip away.
Hit down the third baseline. And this goes right past him. Oh, my. That might plate 2. 1 run scores. And the second run will score as well.
Well, that's a huge base hit right there, Dewar. We're getting late into this one, and that gives them the lead by 2.
Yeah, that could be a backbreaker right there. We'll see how this one ends up, but nice job to get that knock right there to drive in a pair.
David Phelps will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season.
Number 41, David Phelps.
Stepping in now, Michael Conforto, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. On the season, Conforto is hitting over .330. Nothing to scoff at, clearly.
Matty, he's having one of those dream seasons right now. The ability to work the count, the ability to get on base north of 400, and having a great batting average. This guy's certainly one of the best players in the game right now.
Looking to minimize the damage here. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Yoenis Cespedes would be next. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. So 2 runs on just 1 hit in the inning. No errors and 2 left. 9th inning coming up. Mets out in front, 6-4. Dylan Betances comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Stepping up to the plate, Jed Jerko. And you may notice the usual closer is not in the game here with the save opportunity on the table.
Yeah, he's worked a few days in a row, Matt, so we were told before the game by the skipper he wanted to avoid using him if possible. So that means they will look to close this thing out without him.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. Two and one.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering, where the heck was that pitch? I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And that'll bring in utility man extraordinaire Eric Sogard. From the stretch. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
A runner at first with no outs here. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. Lake making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
A ball and no strikes. Hiura tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Fastball hit on the ground is short. Rosario's got it cleanly. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, that's the way you want to finish a 3-game home series. Breaking out the brooms and sweeping the other guys right out of you.
A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. New York came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Jerry Spamiglia earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Dylan Betances records the save, his 1st of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious New York Mets. 6 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. They left 10 men on base. For the Brewers, 4 runs on 5 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 10 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.